Good evening, Red Raider families. Thank you for joining me today. My name is Daniel Pena. I'm the proud principal at the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy. The purpose of this presentation is to continue our efforts to keep you informed of important information and activities happening at the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy. During your presentation, if you have any questions, please type your questions into the chat feature and we'll post responses to your questions within 48 hours on our campus website. Also, please note that a recording of this presentation is being made and we post it on the campus website along with the scripts in English and in Spanish. As in the September Town Hall meeting, the information I share is centered around 5 guiding principles of our district's Safe Start Plan. They are, number 1, provide our families with accurate and timely information. 2, the health and safety of our students and faculty. 3, resources to ensure the continuity, mental health, and well-being of our students and staff. 4, high-quality instruction. And 5, educational equity for all of our scholars. If you have any questions as we go through the information, please type them into the chat feature and we'll respond to your questions as quickly as possible and post them on our campus website. In Edgewood, it is our mission to provide an exceptional learning experience that engages, empowers, and prepares students to compete and reach their highest potential in an ever-changing world. Our vision is for every child, success in life, Edgewood proud. At the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy, our vision is to create a culture of high expectations and academic excellence. We work daily to achieve that through our mission to graduate students that are highly skilled in communication, collaboration, and creative problem solving. This evening, I will share information regarding how our transition to in-person learning is going to look based upon parent school choice for the 4th 6 weeks, reinforce the safety protocols that the campus has put in place to ensure a safe learning environment for all students and staff. I'll remind you of the resources that are available to our students and families to promote their social emotional well-being. And finally, I will discuss school choice and our zones of innovation. Our guiding principle number 1 is accurate and timely information. In that light, I would like to highlight and celebrate some of our students and staff outstanding accomplishments. As of this week, we've had 93% of our students actively participating in our remote learning program. Our attendance rate for the first 15 weeks of school currently stands at 95.7%. Overall, our students are doing a wonderful job of engaging in daily lessons and completing their assignments. While all of our teachers and staff are working diligently to prepare and deliver high-quality lessons, I would like to give some special recognition to showcase some of the great things happening here at the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy. Even with the limitations COVID-19 has placed on students participating in face-to-face activities, Ms. Caso, our theater arts director, continues to support students as they put on productions. So far this year, our Academy Acting Company has presented 2 shows, Stories to Always Remember and Mirror, Mirror on the Wall. Our theater arts students continue to strengthen their techniques and work with the Tobin Center to gain insight with real actors and behind-the-scene activities. We would like to give a shout out to Junior Michael Valdez, who is leading the charge as he was chosen to work with the ISD School Board as we continue to plan for our upcoming years. Also, he was recently appointed by Councilman Melissa Cabello to serve on the San Antonio Youth Commission. In addition, we'd like to give a shout out to Junior Jenica Avila, who was elected to be a state officer for the Texas Thespians. Jenica was selected as one of 19 students out of 15,000 to represent not only Edgewood ISD, but the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy. Congratulations. And a shout out to Coach Lopez for leading by example and demonstrating correct form and setting the expectations for his PE students. We have instituted an advisory class that we call WINS, What I Need to Succeed. This class is seen twice a day, once in the morning and again in the afternoon. Here we're able to make connections with our students and check out on them daily and to create social emotional support systems for all of our scholars. As happy as we are to see the great things happening here on our campus, we are facing a challenge to reach the additional 7% of students who are currently inactive. To that end, parent liaison, social workers, counselor, office staff, teachers are working diligently to make connections with our students to reach out to try to engage these students. Our goal is to engage all of our students daily so that they graduate by their expected graduation date utilizing fine arts, STEAM, and CTE programs as their catalyst for current and long-term success. Continuing with the guiding principle number 1, I want to share some important dates with you. During the week of December 8th through 11th, many of our high school students will be taking end of course STAR exams. We will cover this in the next slide. December 14th is the deadline for parents to submit the parent commitment form for the 4th grading period that begins January 11th. Students of parents that do not complete the parent commitment form by this date will be placed in remote learning option for the duration of the 4th 6 weeks, which means that they will continue to work from home using their technology to connect with teachers. December 18th is an early release day and the end of the 3rd 6 weeks. Students will have winter holidays from December 21st through January 1st. January 4th through January the 8th is an intercession week for students who need extra practice or intervention. If your child is selected for this extra week of instruction, your teacher will let them know before the winter holidays. And January 11th is the first day of the 4th 6 weeks and the return of all students from winter holidays. As stated in the previous slide, Tuesday, December the 8th through December the 11th will be end of course STAR testing for designated high school students. In an abundance of safety, the decision has been made that these days will be remote learning days for students that do not have to come in to take the December administration of these exams. Students that are assigned to take these tests will be notified and must report to campus on those designated days to take their test. Our guiding principle number 2 centers around health and safety. So I want to give you information about our meal programs for students and remind you about our campus safety plans for re-entry, our re-entry videos that are also posted on our school website. As we come upon the December 14th deadline for parents to submit the parent commitment form for the 4th grading period that will begin on January the 11th, we want to review the different types of learning models that we have available for all students. The first is on campus, which we want 100% of our students to eventually return to. At this time, we have 76 students on our campus full-time. It has been going very well with the safety plans that we have in place, which I will review those in upcoming slides. The second option is remote learning, in which students work from their home using technology. At this time, we have 155 students participating in this model. The third option is which we call hybrid, in which students come to campus for 2 days a week and work from home 3 days a week. As of right now, we have 58 students participating in this hybrid model. Our attendance rate for the first 12 weeks of school currently sits at 95.3%. Remember, your child is present when they are in person and in class, attends class remotely with a teacher, or is engaged in a class remotely without a teacher. As we approach the second semester, we would also like to remind you that students must be in attendance for 90% of the time in order for them to receive credit. As a reminder, students in grades 6 through 12 have attendance taken daily and for each class. I encourage you that if your child's in class every single day, it is also incredibly important that our scholars and our students are actively engaged in their learning, and we need your support to make sure that they do not fall behind. At this time, I would also like to encourage parents of students that are struggling with remote learning and have a 70 or below in any core subject to return to campus for face-to-face instruction. We want our students to be successful and make sure that they are getting the individualized instruction that each child needs. Please consider what is best for your child emotionally, academically, and health-wise. As the second semester begins in January, our goal is to continue to close the engagement gap. We are confident that by continuing to implement safety, that our students will choose to come to campus to participate in classes and engage with teachers in a face-to-face setting. Again, safety is our number one priority, and I want to ensure you that our campus continues to ensure safety procedures and protocols are in place as more and more students return to campus. Our district and campus have taken safety measures that include the use of personal protection equipment, or PPE, by every staff member and students, disinfectant spray and paper towels in every room, hand sanitizer stations spread throughout the campus, and regular deep cleaning by our custodial team. Before I take a few minutes to review some of the essential parts of our campus safety plan, I want you to know that we put safety as the number one priority because it allows our students to focus on their number one priority, and that is their learning. And of course, each week prior to students arriving to campus, parents are completing the Dr. Health survey. Staff members must complete this daily prior to entering into the building. The health screener helps to ensure that students, staff, and visitors that enter the building verify that they do not have any COVID symptoms. It is very important that we receive a survey response from each and every one of our students before Monday of the week. So parents, please help us by completing the survey for your child before they come to school that Monday. We've also began to administer weekly on-site COVID-19 testing for students and staff. Parent permission is required for student participation. When students arrive, the first thing they see are our screening stations in the entryways of the building. Campus staff are there to greet them, take their temperature, and provide hand sanitizer before ushering them into the building. Students receive a breakfast bag and go directly to their classroom utilizing designated hallways, traveling in the same direction while maintaining social distance. As you can see on the slide, signs have been placed throughout the entryways, hallways, and on the floors to remind students to stay safe by keeping 6 feet apart, washing and sanitizing their hands regularly, and walk one way to avoid close contact with their peers. Student transitions during the school have been limited to entry, lunch, some special classes, and dismissals. When students do move through the day from one location to another, they do so in a staggered way to avoid large groups traveling the same time, and social distancing will be required at all times. When students enter their classroom, again, they'll see signs on the floor, markings that show which direction to walk. Students will eat breakfast in their classroom before getting the day started with their WINS class. As a reminder, parents, please make sure that your child brings their technology device to school every day so they are engaged in learning activities along with their remote learning peers. Throughout the day, we have specific time set for hand washing and restroom breaks. If a student is symptomatic or tests positive for COVID while on campus, we immediately refer them to the nurse, call home for a pickup, sanitize areas on campus, and notify all parents that we've had a positive case on campus. We also have a safety plan for staff if one were to become symptomatic or test positive for COVID while on campus. We immediately have them leave campus, thoroughly clean the areas in the school, notify families of positive tests, and the staff member will be out until they have medical clearance by their doctor. Complete school safety reentry plans have been prepared for our campus and are available on our campus website, along with a reentry video that details how we will ensure the health and safety of all of our face-to-face learners. The video provides parents with information on everything from our entry points for each grade level to signs around the campus that will be used to ensure social distancing, check-in stations for each staff member and students, and a variety of other helpful information meant to inform our community. If you have not already viewed these resources, I encourage you to do so. And again, these can be found on our campus website. Guiding principle number 3 focuses on continuity, mental health, and well-being. This period of remote learning can be particularly stressful for families. I know that our teachers and staff also feel the unique pressures that have come with the remote instruction and extra emphasis on health and safety, so that is so critical. I want to make sure that you are aware of the resources that are in place to assist with mental health and well-being for our students and our families. Our counselor and social workers are working hand in hand to reach out to students and families that may have unique challenges and get them connected to school and community resources. These services include academic supports and social emotional supports and may involve the following: individual or group counseling, behavior intervention supports, home visits, attendance initiatives, family crisis response, homelessness, school-age parenting, resources for parents, mental health and physical health care for services, utilities, and shelter, just to name a few. As a reminder to our families, Edgewood ISD's community resource officers assist families in a variety of ways, including with food distribution, assistance with clothing and household appliances, mental health and hygiene, and in connecting families with nonprofit organizations for more urgent needs such as rental assistance and/or shelter. Their services are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and may be reached at any time at 210-444-4558. As mentioned earlier, Edgewood ISD is partnered with community labs where we have weekly on-site testing at our campus and our 2 other high schools. Our goal is to continue to create a culture and climate of safety for our students and all our staff. Our fourth guiding principle is high quality instruction. To ensure that each of our students receives a high quality instruction at the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy, we put into place specific plans to respond to our students and staff that may become ill during the day or who have been exposed to COVID. For the next few minutes, I will share our plans so you know exactly what those actions will be. All families, including those residing in Bexar County but outside the ISD, have the opportunity to choose what school their student attends. Please visit the website listed on the slide to apply. The deadline for applications is February 10th, 2021. As I shared with you during our last town hall meeting, high quality instruction works best when there is a partnership between the parents and the school. At the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy, we are committed to strengthening our partnership with parents to ensure that every one of our students have an opportunity to be successful. And thank you for your active participation in and support of your child's education. This school year looks like no other year than before. And yet, despite the challenges from this pandemic, I want you to know that we are in this together and we will get through this together. We know that it is not an easy decision. As a parent, you want what's best for your scholar, and all the campuses want the same as well. But here at the Edgewood Fine Arts Academy, that we are confident that given a chance, we will prove that one of the best decisions and investment in your scholar's future is to continue their education here. As we close, I want to emphasize that our district's #1 outcome goal is to graduate all scholars college, career, or military ready per their expected date of graduation. This evening, I shared information that is centered around the 5 guiding principles of our district's Safe Start Plan, specifically, #1, providing our families with accurate and timely information. 2, the health and safety of our students and faculty. 3, resources to ensure continuity, mental health, and well-being of our students and staff. 4, high quality instruction. And 5, educational equity for all of our scholars. We're grateful for the opportunity to serve your child's educational needs and appreciate your continued support and partnership. Again, thank you very much for your time today. I hope you have a wonderful evening. Please remember to contact me if you ever have any questions or concern. And as always, go Red Raiders.